What the heck do all these words mean? Hey there, my name is Ron Payne. I'm the CEO and managing partner here of Payne Law in Kernersville, and I just wanted to answer and define some of the words when you're talking about probate, what some of these words mean, because they get thrown around a bunch, but they're not words we use in everyday conversation. Like, for example, nobody walks around and says, well, my decedent this, my decedent that. Who is the decedent? The decedent is just the legal way of saying who passed away. Whose probate is this? And then what is an estate? Well, an estate is everything they owned. And in the case of probate, an estate is everything that's going to pass through North Carolina. For example, things that don't have, for example, life insurance policies. It has a beneficiary. It's not going to pass through probate. It's going to go straight to the beneficiary. So that's not part of it. But an estate generally means all of their property that they own at death. Will or a last testament. Most folks know what that is, but that's the document that usually you have drafted by an attorney that just says, here's what I want to have happen when I die. And there's very strict requirements on what constitutes a proper will in North Carolina law. So that's what that is. And then probate is the other, what does that word even mean? There's kind of two meanings. One refers to the, formal process of submitting the will to the court. So it's the process of estate administration. So if somebody passes away, and probate is what we're referring to is that process from when we turn it into the clerk of court, we account for all the monies, we pay all the bills and the creditors and anybody that may be out there, and then we distribute the assets to the heirs. And then also probate or probating the will in the verb sense just refers to the actual process where the clerk of court or the judge, if it goes to that, certifies that a will is compliant with the North Carolina statutes. And that's called probating the will. So you have probate, which generally refers to the overall process, and then probating the will, which means where the clerk actually looks at the will and approves for it to go through. And then the last word that you hear thrown out a lot that I want to define today is intestacy. What does that mean? Well, if somebody passes intestate or under the laws of intestacy, that means they passed without a will. Because technically, estates that have a will and estates that don't have a will are handled differently. Under a will, it passes according to the terms and conditions of the will. And if there's no will, it passes according to the terms of intestacy, which is where North Carolina says, well, if you don't tell us what you want, we'll put in some default provisions for you. We don't want that to happen to you or anybody. So if you don't have a will, come see us today and we'll get you taken care of for that. But I hope these simple definitions of these terms has been helpful for you in educating you a little bit more about some of those funky words that we use when we're talking about probate and estates and decedents. And as always, if you have any other questions or there's things you'd love to know about on our YouTube channel, subscribe, leave a note in the comments. Let us know what questions of yours that we can answer for you. We'd be happy to do that. Of course, we'd love to set up a consultation with you. Give us a call at 336-281-6928, and we'll set you up with a free estate planning or probate consultation to talk about how we can help you take the heavy matters off your plate and let you care about what matters most to you. Again, my name is Ron Payne, and I look forward to speaking with you again here in the near future. Thanks. Have a great day.